you got to check. You got to be committed to skating and trying to take away time and space and really limit their opportunities. They're going to get opportunities. We know that. But it's what are you willing to give up, or what are we going to give up tonight?
Are there any similarities between the way they played and the way Tampa and Pittsburgh played, so you can draw from some of the success that you guys had against them?
There are some things you can draw from, but every team's different. They're unique in their own ways based on the personnel that they have. And this group is one. They've been together, at least the core guys have, and they know how to play. The game doesn't deviate from one game to the next. It doesn't deviate too much from one season to the next season. They know how to win, know what it takes to win.
How did the Boone news go through your?
Well, that was the topic of conversation this morning. I think nobody was expecting it. I certainly wasn't. It was just one of those things where, as a player, I think we've, even me now, you always have a little back soreness, and that's really what it was. And Boone, type of player that he is, was just playing through it. And I don't think he thought it was anything that was a big deal. But after Saturday's game, I think it was one of those things that just wasn't going away, and then we pursued it and looked at it, and that's what it is. So, shock, disappointed, obviously. It's just another thing that we'll just have to deal with and try to overcome it.
What was your reaction when you first heard the news, Todd? I mean, just given the way the season's gone.
Well, for me, it was I was really surprised because, again, it wasn't one of those things where we talked about. We knew that Boone had a sore back, but that's all it was just a back soreness. And again, players get that through the crashing, banging, the grind of the season, and then obviously when I got the results of it, I was surprised by it, just because of I wasn't expecting it.
What will this club have to do to pick up that slack? You've been going on pretty well.
Well, it's obviously leaves some big minutes out there. Boone, I was using penalty kill this year, power play, 5-on-5, and playing in big situations, and the type of player that he is and how he plays. But you lose those minutes and you lose the way he plays. There's opportunity for other guys, and that's the way you have to look at it. We've been dealing with a lot of injuries, and it seems like you're getting healthy, and then the injury bug comes back here. And it's not just losing Boone, too. It's losing Brian Gibbons on Thursday as well. And so we've lost 2 left wingers and guys that were playing some key roles for us.
Yeah, reunited with Johansson. You expect them to get right back up where they have left off in the past. They've seen them play well together.
Yes, I expect them to come out and play well. There's a little bit of chemistry there, and because they played in the past. And Jeremy Morin will play the right side, and there should be some motivation there for him. So I'm expecting that he'll be skating and playing hard. And so we're looking at that group to, number one, be reliable and good defensively, and hopefully can contribute in the other end.
What are the expectations from Lindbergh when he comes back now? Any different, having spent some time with him?
In talking with the coaches down there, he was playing well, and his first stint up here wasn't a great situation. You can look at his stats, and as a coach, I look differently at it. It's really how he's playing. It's not necessarily the numbers. And there are games where unfortunately he was getting tagged with minuses, and when you watch it, he was in the right spot doing the right thing. Pucks just ended up going in the net. And at the other end, he was just a little bit snake bitten, just not being able to score. So you're looking at that, and then the way the team was playing. We just, it was a tough time here. We weren't winning, and as a young player, that can be hard. And I know he went down, and he played well, and hopefully he's got some confidence back, and he can come up here now and feel better about it. And maybe it's just knowing what to expect now too in the NHL. And sometimes that first experience is you're trying to survive a little bit, and having been sent down and gone through the process, and hopefully his attitude, his mentality is now, and I don't think it was different, but it may have changed somewhat in coming up and just feeling more comfortable and just coming in and saying, all right, I've been down, it's not a big deal, I'm going to come in, I'm going to play, and if it's not good enough, I go down again, that's okay, I've been through it. and sometimes that helps.
How long had Jenna played through this back issue?
It's been, I'm not going to say a long while, but it's been a little bit. It's again, you hear a lot of times, well, he's got a sore back, and again, you don't think much of it. I have a sore back most mornings when I wake up. So it's something that, again, it's pretty common. And again, it just was one of those things, wasn't going away, wasn't getting better, and then you decide to take a look at it, and then that's what you find. And if we wouldn't have looked at it, and I guarantee Boone would have been playing tonight. Would have been one of those things. That's just the way he is.
A guy like Jeremy Moore's about getting opportunity, maybe didn't have the opportunity to power play.
Is it opportunity?
Yeah,
well, it's when you're making those types of transactions, it is about going into a situation and then making most of it. And there's a great opportunity here right now, based on the number of players that we have out of the lineup. Losing Boone, that opens up some power play minutes. And you'll probably see Jeremy out on the power play tonight. So, we got him in here. He's played a couple games for us, and it was about his 5-on-5 game. But now we've lost a couple guys, and now there's going to be more opportunity for him.